All right, thank you so much. Coming up here on Good Day Chicago, he's going to be talking with rock royalty. I cannot wait for this. Jake is getting ready to sit down with Gene Simmons about his newest venture right here in Chicago. Is that him behind that newspaper?
Hey, Natalie, we are live out here, the presidential suite of the Ritz-Carlton. You never know who you're going to find here. Oh, look at the front page of the paper. Kiss is in town. We're going to one-on-one with the legend himself, Gene Simmons, when we come back.
That's quite a lot, and you drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy.
9:37 on this Friday. Welcome back. You know him best as the co-lead singer of Kiss, but Gene Simmons is also a businessman.
He is here in Chicago, and he's working on a new venture, and Jake is standing by with the legendary rocker right now. It looks like his wax figure. Oh, no, it just moved.
Guys, I am so excited, so beyond honored. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gene Simmons, right here. We're at the Ritz-Carlton, the presidential suite. Mr. Simmons, how are you, sir?
I'm deliriously happy, so happy to be here in Chicago. It's kind of my kind of town. Well, Chicago is. See what I did there?
I like that. I see what you did there. Now, just when we think Chicago can't get any better, you're coming in, and you've got a big sort of exciting announcement, big venture coming into Chicago. What's happening right now?
Well, today, the band I'm in, which wears more makeup and higher heels than your mommy ever did, it's called Kiss. It's America's #1 gold record award-winning group of all time in all categories. We're actually headlining the festival here, just right outside of town. So if you're doing nothing this evening, come out and see how the big boys do it. But we're really excited. Chicago's always been our second home away from home. Wherever we are, Chicago, Chicago. You know, New York's a city that never sleeps, but Gibson's is right outside. You can go there, get a great meal. That's a free plug. We're here to talk about a really, really exciting thing that's going to happen. I'm proud to be a founding member of rockandbrews.com. Rock and Brews is actually exploding all over the world. We have 20 of them so far. There's 2 at LAX, many, many around the world, including Hawaii, Mexico, and we're coming right here to Chicago. Not just one. We're planning to open 10 to 15 Rock and Brews in the greater Chicago area.
What made you choose Chicago?
Well, there's more. We're going to set up a corporate headquarters right here
really?
For the Midwest, right here in Chicago. We want to make sure that we hire locally, train locally. We're good neighbors. We're good for the Chamber of Commerce. We are outreach to vets every opening day of every Rock and Brews restaurant. We close the doors to the general public, and only our proud vets and their families are invited. We honor them. We give them big checks locally, not nationally. We don't want the money to disappear. And we actually do corny things that you used to do when you were a little kid, like put your hand over your heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance. It's time for that to come back to America. And it's time for all of us to get over this politically correct nonsense and understand that the red, white, and blue is what makes all our lives possible. And without our proud men and women in uniform, we couldn't complain about traffic jams or anything else. So we're good neighbors. We're the best thing that can happen to your neighborhood, and we're coming right here.
And I heard, as I'm a dog owner, I heard you guys are dog friendly as well. So if you've got a dog, you can just come on over. I can bring my dog Daenerys.
Various Rock and Brews have slightly different, you know, sort of expectations and stuff based on the weather and stuff. We have in warm weather climates, we're open completely, so you can be indoor, outdoor. In places where it's a little colder, it can be indoor, outdoor during the summer. Then we have glass shields that come in. You can bring your dogs at some of our Rock and Brews. You can certainly bring the kids because it's wide open. You can see all the way around. You can see everything. By the way, ladies, if you're concerned about your girlish figure, we have, or for those of you that are gluten sensitive, we have gluten-free beers, gluten-free pizzas. There are craft beers, as many as 100, as few as 50. You can go and taste them if you get, if you can, you know, survive down the line. But if you're really looking for Godzilla-sized burgers and all the fun stuff, we got it.
It's the place to go.
But it's based around the culture of classic rock. It's the music that's a soundtrack to our lives, your favorite bands, the videos. So you're surrounded by this culture with the best food. And by the way, it is true that the powerful and attractive Paul Stanley and I are founding members. We want to make sure that if you weren't born a rock star, we're going to make you feel like one.
Speaking of rock stars, I was wondering if we could sort of shift, and I want to talk about your favorite memory of performing in Chicago. I mean, obviously you guys have been through many times. Is there a moment that stands out the most to you?
Well, this is a family show. And it's early morning.
Is this a conversation you and I should have off camera?
Possibly it's a conversation I should keep in my own mind. But let's just say Chicago rocks.
Chicago's treated you well.
Many times.
I love that. Really quick, as we wrap up, you guys, a little band called Kiss that many of us are familiar with, you're performing tonight.
We are. We look forward to it. In fact, in a few hours I've got to head down the road. I have no idea where I'm going, but usually people take me.
Yeah, they'll get you to the right spot.
And we intend, by the way, to shake the heavens. The town fathers allow us to, blow up the skies and stuff. In fact, we have more firepower than some third world countries, and we always let local airports know they shouldn't send low-flying planes above the concert hall. And we're there to have a good time. By the way, we've been around 43 years. Look how good I look.
You look fantastic.
And the thing about KISS that we're very proud of is there's never been accidents, no fights, no riots, ever. Not in 43 years and thousands of concerts.
There you go.
Bring your family, bring your girlfriend. You'll make new friends. Your girlfriend will dump you because you're going to be looking at the other girl. The usual.
Mr. Simmons, they're giving me the wrap. I'm going to give you the honor of letting you toss it back to our wonderful anchors in the studio. Nothing short of an honor, Mr. Gene Simmons. Gene, toss it back into the studio.
Guys, Chicago can't have a better time than talking to me. Rock and Blues, go to rockandblues.com. Now back to you guys.
Well, I mean, we'll wrap it up if Gene says we can.
All right, how about this?
He's a very humble guy.
Recognize that?
I want to rock and roll.
Oh, nice.
Gene's got to get to hair and
You can
makeup.
only learn the art of self-promotion.
Right.
Yeah, he needs to work on that.
Very humble, but we were just saying he looks amazing, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very smart man and a very astute businessman as well. Even going beyond his restaurant venture here, he's
Knows
seen
how to
something.
work it.
Yes, he does.